Hello everybody, my name is Lynette and thank you for clicking on my channel. Today I thought we'd do a little planting, container planting, because I went shopping and I picked up a carload full of beautiful annuals to put in the containers around my patio. We have some Proven Winners Bidens and some Marguerite Daisies. We have some pretty little purple calibrocoas. Gardenmeister Fuchsia and Sunpatiens. And Mystic Spires Salvia. I already have all my pots filled with this Black Cow organic potting mix. This is the first year I'm using it and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I have used Black Cow compost before and I loved it, so I was really thrilled to find this potting mix, so I thought we'd give it a try this year. I'm also using this Dynamite all-purpose plant food that feeds for 9 months. This I just picked up on clearance. You could use Osmocote. Again, I'm not affiliated with these, but all of this has already been applied to the pots, so it's really quick. We can just go in and start planting. The Mystic Spires Salvia is going to be one of our thriller plants, and it gets about 18 to 24 inches tall. We're going to put next to it a Marguerite Daisy from Proven Winners. This is Golden Butterfly, and I thought the yellow and the blue just look so happy together. And this one gets 18 to 36 inches, I think it says. 18 to 36 inches. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, you know I divided up my spider plants, so I think we're going to put a spider plant there. I also overwintered some wire vine. That's going to go in the back. That's going to be one of our spillers. This is a filler. We're also going to use some Sunpatiens. This red one gets 18 or so inches tall. I think we'll put that right there. Proven Winners Campfire Marshmallow Zinnia or Bidens, sorry, 8 to 14. It's going to go over here. And then we have this calibrocoa, which I think we're going to put right about there. So we have our thrillers, we have our fillers, and we have our thrillers, we have our fillers, and then we have our spillers. I'm going to start by planting the spider plant first, mainly because it's got the biggest pot, or one of the biggest pots. And I have this extra one, just put extra soil in case I need it. So we're just going to move the soil out of the way. Pop that out of its container and tuck it right in and firm it in there. Next, we're going to do the wire vine. We're going to do the same kind of thing. Now, I did fill these pots up last night with soil, and then I also watered them really well because I wanted the soil to be good and damp when I put the plants in. And you can see the wire vine is circling around there, so I'm going to break it up just a little bit. Last year was the first year I grew wire vine. It came in a pot, and I overwintered it this winter because I thought it was rather pretty. But I'm also a little concerned. It's not supposed to be hardy in our zone, but it really seems to be a very, I don't want to say aggressive plant, but it did really well and it filled the pot really well. So that's why I mean aggressive. It's got a big root system. So I'm hoping it doesn't overpower and take over this whole planter. The next thing we're going to do, again, is the Mystic Spires because it's in the bigger pot. So we're just going to move some of this soil out of the way so we can get it in here. I'm going to break up these roots just a little bit because they're circling, and I'm just going to stick my thumb in there and break those roots apart a little bit. And then this is going to go right about there in the center. And we're going to firm it in. Next, we're going to do the Sunpatiens. This gets 18 to 34 inches. That's not too bad. Just break up those roots a little bit. We're going to stick that right about there. Then we have our little calibrocoa. I don't know, they didn't have any labels in the pots, but I love the flower. I thought the little purple was cute. So that's going to go there. And I guess I should have planted that Marguerite daisy first, but we still have room. We can fit her in. And this is a proven winner, Golden Butterflies. Love it with the blue. Nice healthy root system. Down there a little deeper. Firm that around there. And then finally we have the Campfire Marshmallow Bidens from Proven Winners. This gets 18 to 24 inches. Oh, look at the little circle root there. Break that up a little bit. And that's going to go over here on the side. I like my containers out here in the patio to be bright colors because they get full sun and they really pop. And I didn't want to do a red, white, and blue, so that's why I added the yellow and the purple. And the yellow and the purple look really nice together there. So it's a nice little mixture, a combination, different textures. We've got grassy texture, we have a bigger, bolder leaf, we have tiny leaves, we've got different kind of flower shapes. So it's really quite pleasing. Well, that was a very much needed and unexpected intermission. We had just enough time from the warning that came over the phone to batten down the hatches, get the vehicles in the garage before the storm hit. Wasn't really bad, just a nice amount of rain that we really, really needed. Makes it very easy because I don't have to water this pot and Mother Nature did it for me. Wanted to go over some of the maintenance that I might have to do on this pot. This is in one of my homemade self-watering pots. I'll do a video on how to make those pots in the near future. I will probably come back once a week and do a water-soluble fertilizer on this pot, and that's basically it. Since I have a lot of Proven Winners plants in here, the Marguerite daisies and the Bidens, they are specifically bred that you don't have to deadhead them, or you deadhead them very little. And by deadhead, I mean when the flowers are spent and they don't look pretty anymore, you just pop off the flower head, and that will not force the plant, it'll promote the plant to start sending out more flowers. But Proven Winners plants don't require that deadhead. They continuously bloom on their own through genetics. So I don't have to go in and do this, although I do kind of enjoy doing that first thing in the morning before anybody gets up. I like to come out barefoot and just pop the little deadheads off the Marguerite daisies. I don't know, I'm crazy that way. Anyway, that's all I'm really going to need to do with this. I might have to trim a little bit here and there if things start to take over, especially this wire vine that I have in the background. But other than that, this should be a really low maintenance, beautiful little planter that gets me through the whole summer season. So thanks so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe or share with somebody else so they can see what we're doing here in upstate New York. And I hope you can get out in your garden and you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.